and welcome to the second edition of our Owl Diary, July 2020. I'm Ryan, the head falconer at Owl Adventures, and today I'm joined by Bailey, the barn owl. Now, he's 3 years old, and he's just finished a little molt over the last few months. Now, to be fair, he looked pretty good anyway, but he has grown a few new feathers and is now what we call feather perfect, which is a falconry term for just immaculate. So every single feather looking wonderful. So yes, feather perfect, as we'd say in falconry. Now, I'm filming this video here in the museum gardens in York. We do our regular static handling and demonstrations. Now, Bailey flew earlier on today here, and almost every time we bring him he flies. He knows it very well here, which helps. And he's got lots of favourite trees he likes to go to. He has a tree stump that he quite likes as well. And the Roman wall behind me often lands on that as well. But to be honest with you, it's wonderful to be back in the gardens after lockdown. We've had all our COVID-19 preparations and measures in place. We've had social distancing, extra cleaning and hand gel and things like that. So we're good to go. Now, we don't currently have the levels of tourism that we used to in this city, but it is building up. And either way, I say it's great to be back here, and the birds are getting some extra attention and flying and enrichment, which is really important as well. Now, during the last few months, I've been doing some animal courier work to fill the gap that we've had while we've been locked down, delivering lots of different birds of prey. I've had baby owls, baby falcons, adult falcons, hawks, and even eagles as well. And some other creatures as well, like snakes, ferrets, and there was even a domestic cat. Now, I was asked if I could fit a goat into the van, which I had to say no to, and I even had to turn down bringing back some rare birds of prey back from Barcelona, which would have been a lovely trip, but just not possible. Now, the little bit of profit that was made has been used to help feed the birds and various other things we need, but it took me all over the place, as far north as Aberdeen, as far south as Brighton, as far west as Carmarthen in Wales, and as far east as Birchington in Kent. It was a great experience, to be honest, because I met lots of different falconers, and I had private tours around some different birds of prey centres, and I learned various things as well. So it was really beneficial work to do. Also during lockdown, as well as the usual cleaning, handling and flying of the birds, I've spent quite a bit of time doing some improvements to the aviaries and our workshop, and I've even installed a walkway across the top of our main aviary block to allow us to get up there and clean and maintain the roof. So that's been a really useful addition. In other news, we have two new falcons that we picked up recently. We call them the Saker sisters, as they are Saker Falcons and siblings, both 5 years old. They're called Latte and Mocha due to their colouring, and they were crash reared together originally by the very talented people at Pembrokeshire Falconry. Now, not many people fly more than one falcon to the lure, as they're incredibly fast birds. You've got to keep an eye on them when you're swinging the lure. So it is a really exciting challenge for me in what I'm calling the next chapter in my career. Now, flying two falcons together has an entirely different dynamic to flying just one. Now, so far, I've made quite a bit of progress. They're getting quicker and fitter. Now, Latte, she tends to stay closer and does passes to the lure the most, whilst Mocha kind of flies a bit higher and wider, and to be honest, lets her sister do most of the work. As soon as Latte catches the lure, the other knows that her meal has been secured, and she tends to land next to her sister. If I'm quick enough, I'll get a second lure out and she'll catch that. So there's still a bit of progress there, making a really exciting thing to watch, but it's going to go well, and it will provide a great element to our flying shows when we get back to them. Now, we have got Gulliver, our tri-bred falcon, and he is in the same enclosure with them. He was crash reared as well. There's no reason why he wouldn't fly with them. The only reason it would work, having the three falcons fly together, is because they all fly quite differently. Some fly higher and wider than the others, for example. So we'll just have to wait to see whether I can get three of them flying together. But for now, I'll just concentrate on the two. Either way, I've still got some time before we can perform any of our big flying shows until the crowds can gather again. But we do have some smaller flying displays booked for August, some of which could be cancelled yet, depending on decisions made by local councils, of course, regarding COVID-19 safety measures. So please keep an eye on our Facebook page for updates about those events. Until then, enjoy the rest of your summer and keep an eye on our YouTube channel. We've got lots of exciting ideas in the pipeline. Bye for now.